Welcome to this demonstration of the Locate Verify solution that verifies and enhances addresses from 245 plus countries, territories, or possessions. Locate Verify can be deployed on-premise, in a private cloud, or like this demonstration, in a public cloud. In the upper left-hand corner of the screen is where the address is input, and then the right-hand side is where the address comes out. Let's start with our first example of 805 Veterans Street in Redwood City. Notice how that's scrunched together. California all spelled out in USA. Simply a matter of running this and you'll see the results on the right hand side. Notice that 805 was broken out into its premise and the street in Veterans Street was changed to Boulevard. And the reason that was is because there is no Veterans Street in Redwood City. It is in fact Veterans Boulevard. And you also notice that there's indications that there was a large change between the input and the output. Redwood City is expanded. Notice the enhancement of adding the U.S. county, San Mateo, to the output. The abbreviation as a standard abbreviation used by the United States Postal Service, and then the ZIP+4 was also added. As part of this verification of the address, you'll notice that there's something up here at the top called an address verification code, or an AVC. The first two parts of this AVC, V4, indicate that this is a verified address, so that's the best possible, and it is verified to the premise or to the house level. The next most important part of the AVC is the match score, and this is on a scale from 0 to 100. In this case, it's 92. The 92 indicates the difference between Veterans Street and Veterans Boulevard. Things that are aliased, like Redwood City, or added, like the ZIP+4, do not impact the match score. So this is a pretty good match. The next part of the thing that happens with the address is the lower right-hand corner here. You'll see the address output as you should put it on the envelope if you're mailing to that address. And this is all for all 245 plus countries, territories, and possessions. I'll explain more about that in a minute. The last part that I'll talk about with this address is this example here of the latitude and the longitude. Geocoding is a normal part of the process. In this case, you see the output, and then you'll also see another code, a geoaccuracy code, indicating that this is a rooftop level geocode. So let's use another example. This example is going to be from Japan. So you'll notice that the input is all one line in Japanese characters, and Locate Verify engine will be able to handle that just as easily as it was a US address. And you can see the output here is very good. This is a V4 verified to a premise level with a match score of 100. Notice that the hyphens were put in between the 6, the 1, and the 8. That's because that's the way the Japanese mailing system would like it to be done. And you'll see the output in Japanese. If you look at the lower right-hand side, you'll notice the postal code comes first. That's the way a Japanese address should be put on an envelope for pieces being mailed to Japan. You'll also notice that the output here is in Japanese. Well, it's very easy to switch this over so somebody like me, a native English speaker, can see it by simply saying you want the Latin script. So now what's happened is transliteration. This has transliterated the locality into Yamato-shi, and you'll also notice, please, that the address as it should be put on the envelope has been flipped around with that house number first and the zip code last, because that's the way a letter should be sent to Japan if it's set in the Latin language. Thank you very, very much for your time in this demonstration of Locate Verify.